Hey everyone, this is Jake, and today we are going to go over some of the new events as well as quality of life changes that happen with your branch facility as well as a new counter pass unit. So let's jump into video and talk about all these things quickly. And it's pretty simple. It hasn't changed that much. So we'll go through some of the first thing with the branch facility. So you should have gotten your credit back as well as some of the facility points if you built some of the older buildings. Now they are gone completely, so you can invest those facility points into other things now. So this is what you should be probably having at level 10, so let's quickly go through. First thing you should have for 1 point is the command center, which gives a 15% great success chance on a dispatch mission, so this one is pretty nice. And another one you definitely want to have is a PR department, chance of high class dispatch missions appearing on the list plus 30%. Meaning you are able to see more higher ranked missions, so that's always going to be good if you are chasing after recruitment tickets or other resources, in my opinion, such as simulation training tickets as well as Eterniums and other things. So yeah, those things I think are the ones you should be going for. Another one that I think is definitely worthwhile is the chance of dive appearing during a disappearance plus 40%, meaning every time something happens after dispatching missions, it has a higher chance for dive to appear. If you really want the raid, I guess you can go for that as well, but personally I think dive is the one that you can do it solo pretty easily and gives a lot of resources, and it's pretty simple and quick, so I think that's the one that's definitely worthwhile to invest into. Now you should be left with the 3 points, and this point and beyond is depends on your playstyle. I think one thing I can definitely recommend is the cafeteria one. At level 3, it should be giving you 30% additional infos from a dispatch mission. So each time you send the dispatch missions with the information rewards, you should be getting additional infos. I had this one actually built for quite a while. This one is actually pretty good in my opinions. But at the wrong run, I kind of realized that it's not really worth it for me, so I didn't really build on it. I have this one for Korean server, which is a duration minus 10% on dispatch missions. Honestly, this one is pretty good too, in my opinion, if you're a no-lifer, but for global server, I don't get to log in that much, in my opinion, compared to Korean server, so I don't really build that. I think this one is more of a chill account, in my opinion. So that's what I have set up here. I don't have that future strategy department built in. But if you build that in, you can recycle through your dispatch missions quicker to trying to hunt down those S or A rank missions. So if you really want to go for that, I think that should be the one, but I don't really recommend it, in my opinion. The last one I have built on here actually is the data archive, which gives info cost minus 20% for branch when starting or sweeping a dive. So whenever you have this thing built and the branch dive appears, you're basically going to be spending 20% less information flow if you're sweeping or just going through automatically. This actually saves a decent amount of information to the point I feel like it's better than building a branch where you get additional information both from the branch missions. So that's what I have built in, and I think it's been working out pretty good. And if I have that built on, I don't have to worry about trying to select the mission with the infos to maximize the benefit from that facility where it gives you additional infos from the dispatch missions. So data archive, in my opinion, works pretty great for me, but that depends on your choice. So long as you have these 3 built in, the last 3 points, you can invest into whatever. But those are my choices. Next on the list is to talk about this new event, which is a kind of updated version of the new marathon event. Now this one is pretty simple. It's actually more complicated than the last one, but it's pretty simple. Basically, it's a gambling. It's online gambling. That's what it really is. So basically, you can invest into the sneakers that you can get from daily missions. You can get up to 100 sneakers a day. Then you can invest into either one of these teams, and if you win, you are going to be getting reward. If you don't win, you're not going to be getting any reward. So as you can see, I got no reward from day one, even though I invested 100 sneakers. Where today or yesterday, I bet 100 sneakers for the Nile, the red team again, and with the multiplayer, I got the 191 sneakers. So I didn't lose out on that much. So simple way to explain this event though is that so you are going to be getting at least like 1500 sneakers so you are going to be able to buy this 5 times a week. With the basic sneakers you get, you are able to get the quartz you need. You will be missing out in the flashback scene, which comes in the BGM for the background music, as well as a title, which is kind of fancy if you care about the collection rates and stuff like that. But if you don't care about that, if you only care about the rewards, yeah, just do your missions, get your sneakers, and buy gates. Now, if you want to kind of gamble and play like that, I think it's best way to spend like 100 sneakers a day. I've never been good at investing into stocks or anything like that, so I think I'd rather play safe. So I'm just gonna invest into 100 points here and there time to time, and I actually spend more than I should be. I spent 150, so we'll see how things will go. But it's a pretty fun event. Like I said, if you want to play safe, just collect your sneakers from daily missions and buy this. If you want to kind of gamble, just try a little bit. It's like an investing thing, you know. It's actually a pretty fun event, as long as you don't lose completely. But just don't go all in. That's what I'm trying to say. If you go in, if you lose, you probably feel like shit. So, which happened to me with the Korean server. But I made some back to some of the events, some of the days. But yeah, I don't think you should be risking yourself. Next one we had is the winter capital point events, just from your daily stuff, like spending Eternium, simulation tickets, and other things. You should be able to gain these points. So this is also probably a good time to buy some of the simulation tickets for the quirks. So you should be able to get some of the additional event resources. Now, first thing, of course, you want to buy is a pure possibility. That's the one that's always going to be lacking, or you should be stocking up, in my opinions. Even though I have 5 now, so that's more than enough in my opinions. But that's the one I think I will buy just to be safe. The other ones at the beyond this point is probably set binary. I think that's definitely the one I should be also buying here to stock up, because the more you have, the better it is. And from beyond that point, I think it really depends on which type of player. I think if you want to upgrade your ships and ship modules, go for this. I think it's definitely worthwhile. Special catalyst, definitely worthwhile. Tuning binary as well. Lifetime contract, I have 12 of these, so it's probably not as important, but you can go for it. And the credit also, I definitely would go for it, because more credit, the better it is. I would definitely avoid this top 3, because you cannot select which set options you can get. So it's kind of like gambling, and I don't really think it's worth it. But if you just charge up your Eternium like a bit every once in a while, as well as buying some of the simulation tickets with the quartz, you should be getting tons of capital points to sweep out the shop pretty easily. So just focus onto what you want, and it should be pretty good. So let's talk about the counter pass units for the last one, which is a Lenore. She is pretty good in my opinions for what she is. Her stats are not bad and everything, but she's just that. She's okay. She's nothing beyond that. She's also more for a PvP character, so if you're not really interested into that, and she's also not a meta slave character for PvP either. So she's just good way to say it is okay and balanced units, and bad way to say it is pretty metacore and not really worthwhile. I think that's also a curse of a 4-cost units, especially the striker pool. So not surprising, to be honest with you. But she has some of the counter mechanics and stuff, so maybe if she gets buffed or get reactor and get up one day, I think she could become a pretty good unit for a week for PvP. But in general sense, I don't think she's really the unit that you should be hunting for. Of course, I'm definitely going to buy it anyways, because hey, more resources from the counter pass is always good. So I'll definitely hunt for that instead. But if you're really going chasing after meta units and stuff, she's definitely not the one that you want to go for. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Jake. I will see you guys next time. Take care.